Assalamu alaikum. This is Inspiring Syed Masroor. I will talk about HR trends in Malaysia in this video. I will briefly discuss the government enforced schemes for the employees in the private companies and also the other HR trends and best practices which are implemented by the companies both in private and public sector for the well-being, for the protection and for the career advancement of the employees in Malaysia. This is one of the best in the region if we compare to the countries within the region and the countries outside the region. I will first speak about the government enforced schemes for the well-being and for the protection of the employees. EPF, Employee Provident Fund, is the scheme which is a long-term benefit where both the employer and the employee they contribute. 13% is contributed by the employer and 13% of the salary is contributed by the employee. This scheme is mandatory for the companies to comply with, and every employee, whether it is a temporary worker, it is a daily wage worker, it is a permanent employee, they are all entitled to the Employee Provident Fund. OCSO is the second scheme which is enforced and regulated by the government, and this is again mandatory for the companies to comply with. All the employees are entitled to OCSO. OCSO provides protection for the work-related accidents or hazards during the course of the employment. Similarly, EIS, Employee Insurance Scheme, this provides protection to the workers who are jobless or they have been laid off. So for a certain period of time, under the EIS, OCSO is providing the monetary support, monetary help to the employees. So these three schemes, EPF, OCSO and EIS, these are mandatory for the companies to comply with, and all the employees in all sorts of jobs, they are entitled to these schemes. So this is a great security protection, long-term benefits for the employees in Malaysian market. The other HR trends which are really best in the region in Malaysia is the diversity and inclusivity. I have seen and I have experienced as an employer in Malaysia that there are a bigger portion of the female workers, female workforce, and those are working in different companies and different public and private sector organizations. Female and male ratio is 53 and 79% of the total workforce. So this is quite healthy. There is a diversity in the workplaces in Malaysia, and this is one of the rising trends in the post-pandemic times. Digitizing HR. HR processes and policies and systems, these are digitized for the last many years in Malaysia, and now the scope and the efforts are being increased to further digitize the systems, whether it is a data management, it is attendance, employee performance, talent management, talent acquisition, payroll, compensation. All these processes are being digitized, and the government, it is offering incentives to the companies to come forward and digitize the processes so that there could be more efficiency and effectiveness in the overall employee and talent management, and also to increase the scope and efficiency of the businesses. During the pandemic, it has been understood by the employers and the employees both that remote and hybrid work arrangement is now possible. There was a time during the pandemic when for many months the employees they were sitting at home in their remote locations and they were working for their companies. The companies they had reduced their OPEX, their expenses on the rentals and other expenses. Similarly, the employees they got the flexibility, they have more work-life balance. So this trend is now being adopted and being followed. Even if the employers, the companies, they don't like it, but the employees now they prefer that they should have either a remote work arrangement or they should have a combination of both remote as well as on-site job arrangements. So hybrid and remote work arrangements now are the norms in Malaysia. AI and machine learning, it is bringing about a revolution in the businesses, in the systems, in the processes. So reskilling and upskilling is the need of the time. The employees and the workforce who had their degrees years before and they learned few skills and they were working in different companies on the basis of those skills, maybe those are no more relevant. Either they have to learn new skills or they have to enhance the efficiency and the effectiveness of their existing skill set so that those could be relevant to their jobs in the current times. So reskilling and upskilling is one of the best practices and the rising trends in Malaysian market, in the Malaysian companies. These are some of the best HR trends which are practiced in Malaysia. Some are regulated by the government. These are the requirements of the jobs, of the times, and the need of the people, which the HR managers, the business managers, they have to think, they have to design and adopt so that they could create a healthy work environment, a positive and productive work culture where the productivity of the employees could be increased at a faster pace. This is the need of the business. If the companies they have to be competitive, they have to take care of their people. I hope that this video will benefit the HR professionals in different places and they will be able to learn something from these trends and best practices and they will implement in their own companies. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.